music, but you tear me to pieces. So where does it come from? The scene that keeps playing on repeat ignores the rule of thumb. Oh, where does...
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or big welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Kim, this is Cleaning with Kim. In today's video, we have a ridiculous amount of laundry to do and a little bit of cleaning up. So go ahead and grab that laundry basket, go restart the washer, restart the dryer, do what you gotta do, and meet me back here and let's get started.
But I feel that it will come back. Oh, where does it come from?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give you just a little bit of an overview of what we're gonna be working on today, minus all of the laundry. So this is just the living room mess that we're quickly gonna clean up. Look at Bear, how cute. And before we go ahead and bring out the laundry, that way I'm folding all of this laundry in a nice clean space and hopefully my mental won't go completely crazy. But if this is your first time here, like I said, my name is Kim and I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've got 3 little ones. Emma is 12, I homeschool her. Ella is 3, we're about to start pre-K, and Mason is 1 year old. And I pretty much do everything around here, including trying to keep this monstrosity of the craziness of life with littles under control. And in that process, we got to keep the house tidy. There is no keeping the house tidy over here, though. It's one of these processes that the house is destroyed, I clean it, repeat, and that's just my life. And that's totally okay with me because my kids are little and they're not going to be little that long. It's going to fly by super fast. And so I just want to offer you that encouragement that one day your house will be nice and clean and tidy, and it's going to also be so quiet. So it's going to be very, very, very bittersweet. But this is just the season of life I'm in right now, and so I try my best. I do what I can, and I try to give myself grace for the rest of it, and I highly encourage you to do the exact same thing. I know each and every one of you have different things going on in their lives. I mean, I feel like at this point, who isn't going through something, you know? And so whatever you may be going through, whatever your house may look like, I am here for you every single week with the real, the raw, the ugly. Today was actually toned down, okay? If you want to see a real mess, go check out some of my previous videos. Today wasn't too bad, so it took me maybe 10, 15 minutes to get this picked up very quickly. Then we're gonna wipe a few things down, sweep it up, mop it up, and then I'm going to actually be showing you guys a brand new canvas that I just received, and it's a custom tailored canvas with all of my family's names on it. Just wait till you see it. It is gorgeous. I am so excited to share it with you guys. So let's go ahead and wipe everything down. We will sweep up, mop up. I'm going to quickly show you my brand new canvas. It's gonna be going in my living room. I feel like this is like my first step to really pulling this living room together. And yes, I know guys, I know I need an area rug. We will talk about that later on. But after we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out all of the laundry, and we are gonna get started on a ton of laundry motivation.
Dry your eyes. I'm not even worried, but I can't hear the silence you describe. Don't be ashamed. We can't always leave this place and go where no one knows our names. Pack your bags. We never needed their permission to believe in ourselves. So come with me. We could spend the weekend doing everything they said we'd never.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little close-up of what my canvas looked like when it was hung on the wall. And my husband actually comes home a little bit later and hangs it up just because that's his thing. He's a carpenter by trade, and so he's really good at making sure things are perfectly on the wall. But I mean, I wanted you to look at the detail of this. I wish you could see it in person. It is so beautiful. And there are a ton. There are hundreds on this website. You can sort them by room. You can sort them by Mother's Day, your type of style in your home, like farmhouse, your gym, your kitchen, living room, bedroom, nursery, and then they will bring you to a bunch that you can tailor and personalize for yourself. The ordering process is super duper simple on their website. I mean, probably my toddler could do it. It's that easy. So nothing too crazy where you have to worry about maybe I might get the wrong personalization, or what if I type something in wrong or something like that. And let me tell you why. So you go in and you place your order, and then within about 24 hours, I would say it's a really quick turnaround time, you're going to receive an email that is an approval email, and they'll show you a picture of your canvas, and you just want to make sure everything's spelled correctly. It's exactly what you wanted, exactly what you picked out, and then you can either approve, or there's a little box where you can say, please fix this first. And so I love that they do that. I think that's great. But let me tell y'all what I did. So when I received my approval email, I saw that it had said established 2020 and then the perfect blend, and then it had all of our names. Okay, we were not established in 2020, we were established in 2010. That could have been on my end when I did place the order. I might not have put that in there, I don't remember, but either way, it needed to be fixed. But I accidentally hit approve. It was 100% my fault. And then it had been sent off, and I was like, oh no. And so I immediately reached out via email, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I think I hit approve. The established date should be 2010. And she got back with me right away, and she said, oh, no worries. We will go ahead and get that fixed for you. She said the other one might have already shipped because, like I said, they ship super duper fast. So she got back with me and she said, unfortunately, it has been shipped. She said, but don't worry about it. We're going to go ahead and make you a completely new one with the correct dates on it and get it sent out to you. So if that tells you anything about their customer service, I mean, that spoke volumes to me. I would 100% recommend this company. They're just great as a whole. I mean, their website, the quality of their things, their customer service, all around 5 stars. So I do have a discount code for you where you can save 15% on your entire order. I'm going to go ahead and have everything down in their description box, and definitely make sure you at least go browse and check out their website. I know you guys will not be disappointed. Okay, so I'm going to call this just like round 1 of laundry, I guess you could say. We have so much more, and it was actually all in my room, just kind of thrown in baskets everywhere. I wish I would have got a before shot of it, but my 3-year-old Ella, we're actually starting rest time instead of nap time, or quiet time as she likes to call it, where I just put put a movie on for her in my room, and she hangs out in my room, and she has to stay in the bed and just be quiet. She can choose to like draw or color, but we're not going to be up and playing around. And then sometimes she'll nap and sometimes she won't. She's just kind of at that weird stage. I was putting her up to do quiet time with her brother because they share a room with my 1-year-old Mason, but she was just being really loud and keeping him up, and then that was disturbing a nap that he actually desperately needs because he's only a year old, so naps are still essential for him. I just feel like Ella's just kind of in that weird middle area, like I said, so sometimes she naps, sometimes she doesn't, and so like I said, my main goal was to just kind of bring one basket here at a time and fold it in that way. But when I realized that was kind of disturbing her every time I went in there, I decided to just go ahead and put everything in that giant blue tub. If you've been here before, you've seen it. And then you're going to see me push it all out here, and that will be all of the laundry. No lie, in real time, this probably took me about 3 hours. Sometimes I have to stop because of my kids. I don't think I've ever been able to get a complete task done from start to finish without being interrupted in, 12 years now. How old is my oldest? I tell you that because I don't ever want you to come on here and be like, Kim, how do you get so much done? Because let me tell you guys, with these videos, some of them take days, some of them take an entire day. Like something like this took me hours and hours, and I had to stop constantly. It's just not something that you're going to see because of the magic of editing. But maybe I should do that in a video one day. Just maybe put like, okay, I was interrupted here. I was interrupted here. I was interrupted here. And that way it could be a little bit more relatable to you, because I can promise you, I'm never able to sit down and completely finish a task from start to finish unless for some reason my kids are asleep or something like that. And really just think about that whenever you are on social media in general. So Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, you have to remind yourself, I know I have to remind myself all the time, that these are just highlight reels and these are edited. These are edited versions of people's lives. When you see someone's taking a picture of their kids looking all cute and in this perfectly clean house, just know that probably behind that camera is a mama who is so tired and looking a mess, and the kitchen's a disaster. And of course, they're not going to show you that because it's highlight reels. And that's one of the reasons why I started my channel here on YouTube, because it's really, really hard to find someone that's relatable in the social media world today. Everybody wants to do everything for likes and views, and people want to see things that are clean and things that are perfect, and just that's just not how it is in real life. And so it really makes it hard, especially if you're already struggling mentally and feeling like you're failing daily. I say this 100% from experience. When I get online to watch a cleaning video and the video pops up and the house is already clean, that's just going to make me feel like even more of a failure. Okay, here comes my ginormous tub of laundry. I don't even think the video does it justice. No lie, this was probably about 10 loads of laundry, maybe more. This was all holiday laundry. But anyway, I digress. My whole point is that I just want you to know that if you are doing your best, that's all you can do. You do not have to value your self-worth by your to-do list. Again, I speak from experience. I feel like I fail daily. I either fail with not having the house clean. I fail with, did I not spend enough time with the kids? How do I balance all of this out? Oh yeah, and then there's the bills, and there's the appointments, and there's the dance classes, and there's this, and there's that. And then we have all these things coming up with our family. And it's like everything just gets so piled on. How could anyone ever be perfect in that sense? So I just want you to know you are not alone if you feel the same way. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I know everyone is going through some things. Hey, maybe you don't even have kids. Just because you don't have kids doesn't mean that you don't struggle. That drives me crazy when people say that. When they're like, oh, I'm going through so much right now. And then someone's like, oh, well, at least you don't have kids. Like that has nothing to do with it. Everyone is going through their own thing. Everyone's lives are looking differently. Everyone's homes are going to look differently. They're going to reflect your lives. And I mentioned this in my previous video, is that it's super easy to judge because you are thinking in your head like, oh, well, if they do this like me, then everything will be fine for them. And that's just not the reality, because everyone's homes are going to look different. Everyone's lives are going to look different. And so I just try my best to show you my reality, and hopefully that will just give you a little bit of encouragement to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay. And we're trying our best, and that's all that we can do. Okay, go ahead and drop me a heart emoji down in the comments if you are still here. I love to see who is here listening to me talk their head off. I just feel like it's so much better to sit down and do this with someone and just not feel so alone, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom or just living by yourself, even if you don't have kids. I know it can get lonely. Even if you have kids running around. It's just the weirdest thing. Like, your house is full of noise, but you can still feel so alone. And so I hope that you can come here and just kind of get some adult conversation and leave me a comment down in the description box, because just like you need adult conversation, girl, I need some adult conversation too, okay? And that's one reason why I really like having this outlet here and over on Instagram. I feel like Instagram is like my therapy. Like, I go over there all the time and I just like don't shut up sometimes. Also, I felt like this video was very repetitive and I just didn't want it to get boring. And so I decided to kind of do this in like a podcast style, or just super chatty, where I'm just talking through the whole thing. And if y'all like videos like these, definitely let me know. I don't mind it. I don't want to become annoying to you as I keep talking. And so that's why I like to throw in the music to mix it up a little bit. But I have had a few comments that said I like the talking way more than the music. So if you're still here, definitely let me know down in the comments. Do you like this like podcast style? I don't even know if I should call it podcast. Is that even the right word? I don't know, you guys. I feel so old when I'm talking about all of these things. Like, I really am a research queen. I will pat myself on the back for that one. So maybe I should do more research into it. But podcast style, chatty style video, either way, let me know if y'all like these types of videos, and I will definitely make more of them. Okay, so yesterday I got over on Instagram and I was just scrolling through Pinterest yesterday morning, and it made me pop onto my stories and start talking about how I feel like I'm like decoratingly challenged. And I've said this a lot, and I'm the more I think about it, I don't think I'm so much as just ignorant to it as I just don't have any experience with it. And so it's hard for me to be able to come up with these visions in my head. As a kid, my mom wasn't the one to like decorate the house all big and beautiful, obviously for holidays, like especially Christmas, we had the tree and all of that stuff. But as far as like home decor, it was very, very, very minimal, if nothing at all. And so, like I said, I just don't think I have the experience with it, but I am obsessed with it. Okay. So that's has to be a starting point, right? I'm obsessed with Pinterest. I have a million boards of what I would like my house to look like. I'm actually going to go ahead and put a couple of little pictures up on the screen right here while we go ahead and get all of this laundry put away. Side note, we are going to run upstairs and I will be hanging up all of the baby's things on camera. But as far as all this folded stuff, I just felt like this video was getting a little bit long. And so I wanted to quickly just get everything put away. Plus my husband was about to be home and I hadn't even started dinner yet. Okay, so back to the decorating. I am going to go ahead and show you those couple of pictures that I have saved over on my Pinterest board that I feel like this is just kind of inspiration that I would like to pull from. But my main thing is that like these homes don't look like mine. Like I live in just a normal family home, nothing big and huge and beautiful. But I've seen people make these tiny homes into these quaint, gorgeous homes. And so I know that it's possible. But I just don't know where to start because the layout of the house isn't like mine, or the walls are a little bit differently, or something like that. But this is kind of the style that I want to go for. Okay, so we'll just call this one picture number 1. It's very cozy, very neutral, and it looks nothing like my living room. So I do know that I need to start out with an area rug. This looks like it looks like it might be an area rug down there. And this is where I get stumped. And I think it's because I'm just super indecisive in general. I'm an indecisive person. That's just who I am as a person. And I have been looking at area rugs for the living room literally since we moved in here in June of last year. And I am down to 2 different rugs that I like, but I don't know if I love. And if I'm going to be dropping a ton of money on an area rug, I want to absolutely love it. And so I am going to go ahead and probably make the jump and get one. I'm the worst at returning things, but I guess if I had to, I would return it if I needed to. It's just so much to get out of the house with all the kids and then print the thing and then go to the post office and do all the things. And so if I can avoid that, I do. So I do think I'm going to go ahead and start with an area rug, but my question for you is like, okay, where do I go from there? I definitely want to do this on a budget. I definitely want to share it with you all. But I just feel like I really want to do it justice. I really want to make this house super cute. I want to start with the living room and then I want to come up here to the toddler bedroom. And I just, gosh, y'all, I wish I could just hire someone to come in and to get it all done for me. But okay, let me show you picture number 2. Okay, so picture number 2 just seems like it's super out of reach for me because obviously this is a giant, beautiful house. But again, I feel like I could do something like this. And again, here we are with the neutrals. I feel like neutrals are just my happy place. And like I said, I really want it to be more of a cozy type feel. And I feel like neutrals do accomplish that. So my question for you guys is yes, okay, let's go ahead and start with the area rug. We have our big, beautiful canvas sign. I feel like I said, it's going to start pulling this living room together. I feel like this might give me a little bit more motivation to go ahead and get things done because, like I said, I'm super indecisive. And so when I was picking out my canvas from Tailored Canvases, I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to look bad. It's not going to mesh right, this and that. And I went ahead and I just bit the bullet and I got it. And it was perfect. It matches perfect with my living room and like the whole theme that I'm going for. And so maybe I just need to stop second guessing myself. Maybe that's what I need to do. I just need to stop second guessing myself and stop being so indecisive. Do I have any other indecisive people out there? Yeah, y'all gotta let me know I'm not alone. And again, I definitely want to do this on a budget. So if you have any tips or tricks for me on how I can accomplish something like that, definitely let me know down below in the comments. And that is going to be it for today's video, y'all. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you got a ton of motivation, inspiration, and encouragement. And most of all, I hope you got all of your laundry done. Definitely give this video a big thumbs up and drop me a comment if you'd like so we can talk and hang out. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a blessed day.
You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind.